My name is Eric Gatlin. I'm the Vice President of Operations for Orchid Orthopedics Coating and Forming Division. I've been in industry for nearly 30 years now. It started in automotive, where primarily in automotive electronics, where I had an ability to work across a variety of functions, from engineering and design to quality, corporate functions, and operations. And when I found operations, I really fell in love with manufacturing the product. In 2014, I left automotive after that career and went to aviation for an aviation engine manufacturer, where I was introduced to metal additive manufacturing, and was fortunate enough to lead global supply chain operations for that manufacturer and really be introduced to the additive market, where we worked in both laser and EBM technology. In late 2022, I had the opportunity to change industries again, where I came to Orchid Orthopedic Solutions, and have been here for the last year, really working across our coating and forming division, and as well as this great facility where we're introducing additive manufacturing. I get the question a lot about why we would select electron beam versus laser additive technology. And I'd answer that maybe by going back a little bit in history. And if I reflect back on my time in additive, when I came into the industry in 2015, laser was really the dominant technology at the time. The laser machines were what I would call at the back end of their prototype phase. Single laser, small build chamber sizes, not user-friendly, hard to have a consistent build quality. Fast forward to today, where the laser technology has really matured quite rapidly. It's common to have dual laser, quad laser machines, 1 meter size build chambers, and even larger. There's companies out there that are going well beyond where a quad laser is at today. But the key thing there is, with every time that you add a laser to a machine, you add complexity to it. So you think of not just within the build chamber and what I need to be able to manage in terms of variables and characteristics within a build chamber, but outside of that, operationally, having to maintain a machine that has multiple lasers in it over the course of time. You just continue to add complexity to the system. Now, I'm not saying that laser is bad technology. I've certainly worked with it a lot over my time in the industry, and it has its place. But really what we're looking at is fit for use application, right? So when we look at what's important to us in terms of our true north that I mentioned, electron beam sets up really well for that. I tell people all the time that additive will humble you quickly, which means that you've really got to understand not just what the machine can do, but what the material science is behind it. So our team, as we've built our great team of additive engineers around us, really has been working collaboratively to do that build and test effort, to learn, to rapidly evolve, and again, working with the teams around us to mature throughout the year.